Welcome to Cord Content Today for April 18th, 2023. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now, including AMC coming out with a cheaper streaming service, Netflix having a really bad day with its live TV streaming efforts, and YouTube TV versus Comcast. Who's cheaper? Is cord cutting still cheaper with the rising costs of streaming? We'll take a look at all that and more here in a second. First though, hey, if you want to find these stories and come up with your own opinions, because this is my opinion, check out the show notes down below, and in the first pinned comment, I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself. If you're new here, you want to help us grow, you want to help me support my family, just hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping us support our families. So with that said, hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. All right, let's dive into this. YouTube TV versus Comcast. Now, this is very interesting. I found for a long time, there's been a lot of arguments about, oh, cost of streaming is going up, cable TV is a better deal now. So let's take a look. YouTube TV is now $72.99 for new customers. Existing customers soon will be paying that in their next bill. But how does that break down? Well, we asked readers here at Cord Cutters News to submit their Comcast bills. We picked out a pretty average one that has a similar channel package. Now this one does include phone, but phone is only about 20 bucks, let's say, for the phone service. But Comcast customers are paying $288.79 in this package a month. So let's take a look at that with YouTube TV. YouTube TV $72.99, but what about internet, Luke? Well, let's take a look. There's I think a great example of this is T-Mobile home internet for $50. You add that together, $129.99 for YouTube TV and internet with that. In total, that would save you $168.80 a month and almost $2,000 a year, $1,989.60. I've heard forever, cable TV's got to be a better deal, right? You see the spams. I always often wonder if they work for Comcast. But the reality is, cable TV goes up every year, right? YouTube TV went up this year. First time in several years, the price has changed. Comcast has gone up both last year and this year. So there's an argument to be made that you're saving more money now with the rising costs of Comcast and other cable TV services. So we'll keep a close eye on it. But question for you, how much are you paying just for TV? We canceled DirecTV, became Cord Cutters over 10 years ago now, when it hit about $115 a month just for the base TV package. Now, I can only imagine what that package would cost me. And that wasn't internet, that wasn't anything else, it was just TV. So we'll keep a close eye on this. Let me know what your cost for TV was when you canceled. All right, Netflix Love is Blind special live reunion was supposed to happen on Sunday night. It was a big event. They had pushed this fact that they're going to have a live reunion of the Love is Blind show. Didn't work. Netflix was, for whatever reason, they haven't said at the time of this recording, unable to release it live. They ended up announcing through the night that, hey, Monday, the following day, at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, they would be releasing it as a on-demand, pre-taped special. Still very little details here what's happening. What I found a little funny was all the companies kind of ragging on them. You saw even Blockbuster got in on it. Their Twitter account there, owned by Dish now. Other companies were doing it. Pluto TV was promoting that their rom-com channel was ready to go and streaming live, right, or streaming content right then, I should say. It was kind of interesting. But live TV streaming is a lot harder than on demand. We often hear like, hey, how come, on demand looks great from this service, but the live can be a little fuzzy at times. On demand can be seeded. So what Netflix did for years and years was put servers even inside ISPs, but they scatter servers all around the world. They load multiple copies of these shows onto different servers, and then they use those servers to serve the closest people. So if you live in Michigan, you'll get a server closer to Michigan. Then maybe somebody in California will get a server closer to California, along with a better streaming experience. Live is a lot tougher. Because you have to have it all live at once, you can't preload it, you can't pre-seed it across a whole network of servers. So we'll keep a close eye on this, but just an example, live TV is not easy. It really isn't, because streaming. It's a lot better when live TV services like Sling and PlayStation Vue and others were first launching. They had a lot of hiccups. Nowadays, it's pretty rare. But YouTube's just reminding us that if you're not used to it, it's a very different animal than having a on-demand service that you can pre-record, pre-stream, pre-load across multiple different servers and have it ready to go. All right, let's keep moving along. AMC is going to release a cheaper version of AMC Plus. AMC Plus gives you access to a ton of AMC content. Currently costs $8.99 a month, and it definitely hasn't been as successful. According to the Wall Street Journal, AMC chairman James Dolan, I apologize. I have a Dutch last name, a Bauman that one gets. I just butchered that. I apologize. But he says that basically, according to this memo, that streaming isn't turning out to be exactly what they thought it was. In short, they had expected basically to replace a lot of the losses with cable with streaming, and that never really materialized the way they wanted. So now, to try to attract even more customers, they're going to follow Paramount Plus, Peacock, Disney Plus, and more, and offering an ad-supported cheaper tier, probably coming out this fall, but no pricing or plans on this has been announced. I think they suffer from the fact that they're getting crowded out. I've said this for a while. There's more streaming services than the market can bear. And at some point, some of these services are going to have to be weeded out, merged into bigger ones, figure out other ways to do it. And the problem here is you have Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, HBO Max, soon to be just Max, Peacock, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, huge services. People aren't rushing to AMC. And the question is, what does AMC do? Do they partner with somebody? For now, they're going to try to continue to build their own service by offering an ad-supported one. But it's going to be interesting. They're not going to be able to do that forever. And I don't know. AMC could make it. It just needs a good show, needs a reason to attract people to it, and more. But some of these services won't. And I think there's going to be some big services from big name people who will not make the cut and will not be able to convince enough subscribers to subscribe to them to become successful in the long run. Leave me a comment. Who do you think is most likely to fail? AMC, Peacock, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, the new Max service from Warner Brothers Discovery? Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, Sinclair has some big news for over-the-air TV. One of the big things with ATSC 3.0, the next generation over-the-air TV for consumers, is 4K TV, better sound, better alerts, and more. But it also has the ability to actually act as an internet backbone. And now Sinclair is rolling out a service that they plan to be nationwide by next year that will allow them to offer high-speed internet for Internet of Things nationwide using the same frequencies they use for TV channels to do things like update cars, bring firmware, offer emergency alerts, which is actually something I thought was very interesting. This system will be able to, in theory, use the longer range transmission from TV towers to offer emergency alerts if cell phone towers are inaccessible. When the hurricane hit Florida recently, a lot of cell phone towers were damaged and went offline, putting people in the dark. If this system had been operational at that time, they could have used it to transmit emergency alerts to cell phones, for example. But this is one more example of ATSC 3.0 offering some cool stuff. They intend to have this nationwide by next year and be able to sell it to cell phone carriers as a backup for emergency alerts, car manufacturers to update your car remotely, and a whole lot more. It's one more example of a nationwide internet service, though I don't think this is going to necessarily be something that you're going to pay to get home internet through, though maybe you could someday. For now, it's going to be things like cell phone providers to be backups, car manufacturers to update cars, and more with it. All right, if you have an Apple card, Apple has a new savings account that we've heard rumors about forever, but has a really good interest rate on it, 4.15% interest rate. According to the Business Insider, the average national interest rate this year is just 0.37%. So this is like 10 times higher than the average national interest rate. So if you are an Apple card holder, Wells Fargo will manage these. There are a cap on how much you can max put in there, but 4.15% is a lot of interest offered by Apple. Check it out. If you're looking for a great deal of the day, our deal of the day right now is the Roku Express 4K Plus. This is the one with the voice remote and 4K streaming. It's on sale for just $29.99. Link in the show notes down below if you want to find it on Amazon. This is a really great deal for a 4K streaming player if you're looking for that. And lastly, the free streaming service FilmRise announced a deal today to bring World's Wildest Police videos, all the seasons, to FilmRise. Again, if you're not checking out these free streaming services, there's so much great content on there. I highly recommend you check it out. But they are adding a ton of new content, including all the episodes of the World's Wildest police videos, police chases, all those kind of ones you probably remember from not that long ago. Well, that's it for today. I hope you had a fantastic Monday. I hope you have a great Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with another video, but head over to corecarsnews.com. This is just a fraction of the videos we post over there, or the videos we post here are just a fraction of the stories we post over there. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. Be safe. We'll be back again real soon.